Hello guys, I'm Thanh, and I will define first what the word fallacy is. So, fallacy is basically an error in reasoning that will undermine the logic of your argument. Fallacies can be either illegitimate arguments or irrelevant points, and are often identified because they lack evidence that supports their claim. Avoid these common fallacies in your own arguments and watch for them in the arguments of others. There are many different types of fallacies, but today I will explain to you guys what the fallacies of begging a question is all about. The fallacy of begging a question basically means and happens when an argument premises assume the truth at the conclusion instead of supporting it with evidence. In other words, you assume without proof the stand or significant part of the stand that is in questions. Begging the questions can also be called as arguing in a circle because you're going in circles and circles and it's just repeating what you want to say without putting reasoning into it, like putting evidence into it. An example of this is that everyone wants the new iPhone because it is the hottest new gadget on the market. This is the perfect example to show how the person makes the assumptions and concludes that the brand name Apple is the hottest new gadget out there on the market without giving real evidence, like supporting evidence or statistical facts or claims of how exactly this is the hottest gadget out there. There can be Samsung, there can be other things such as Dell out there, 3D printing. So how can they exactly prove this? They're making assumption. They're concluding it that this is real without doing anything about it. Another example is fruits and vegetables are part of a healthy diet. After all, a healthy eating plan includes fruits and vegetables. So that's two sentences for the claim, right? The person here has concluded that vegetables are part of a healthy diet, but without providing evidence to support the claim itself, and it also is repeating the same points and same ideas without just using evidence inside. The last evidence, examples, not evidence, is smoking cigarettes can kill you because cigarettes are deadly. This claim is basically going around in a circle where it is repeated that cigarettes are deadly and it can kill you, which basically says that the same thing as the conclusion, but in different words. This claim hasn't provided reliable or scientific statistical evidence to prove that this is in fact true. This can easily be prevented by finding reliable sources to help support the claim that is stated. One solution to avoiding this common mistake of begging a question fallacy is to write out your premises or your claim, you can say, and conclusion in a short outline-like form. And then you need to see if you notice any gaps in any steps that are required to move from one premise to the next, or from the premises to the conclusion. Write down the statement that will fill those gaps. Next, you need to check to see whether any of those premises basically says the same thing as the conclusion, but in different words. The more of the stories that you cannot just assume or use as uncontroversial evidence, the very thing you're trying to prove. Thank you for watching.